I'm sorry, I'm about to. Oh my god, I'm actually crying in video. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. I'm crying. Oh my god, just think about it. Oh my god, I'm literally crying. This is what you've done to me. I will say this trilogy of videos aged so much better now. 100% better. I finally watched my GTA 6 with nerd tears. However, I also made the greatest mistake of my life. One of the greatest mistakes of my life. My brain thought the movie started at 2:30. I paid for the tickets and all that, and the movie was 2:30. So basically, it was like 2:35. So we got there alright before 2:29 because we got there and we're like, oh yeah, we made it. What did we see when we got there? Spider-Man showing up at damage control. Oh, the movie started. I guess we missed a few minutes. I guess it didn't register in my head yet. As the scene was playing, we figured out because they gave us the tickets already with the freaking paper. It said 2 p.m. My brain, for whatever reason, always thought it was gonna be 2:35. Because that was the other time showing. I waited all this time for GTA 6, and I missed like half an hour of the movie. Now, to be fair, I was surprisingly calmer than expected. Like, I guess, sure, like, don't get me wrong, there were moments, or after the movie, definitely, I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of felt like a Reiner from Attack on Titan. If you know, you know. But so basically, I probably missed Tarantula, Boomerang, Tombstone, and Frank's first encounter in the movie, not in general, in the movie. You're telling me I missed all of that? His opening swing. So, the hand works for damage control now. I guess that makes the plot a bit easier. Maybe I must have missed a detail. I just love. I'm gonna glaze. This entire video, I'm just gonna glaze. I'm gonna glaze, okay? Because there's a glaze fest incoming. Wow. Spider-Man in costume is talking to random adults while he's an adult. This is so cool. It's like a comic book come to life. Okay? Screw the Raimi trilogy. I'm joking, okay? Oh! So, Gina Wolf, it does exist. I guess there goes my fan casting. But hey, I said there was a backup plan. If she wasn't Gina Wolf, then maybe Elizabeth Winstead could be Ashley Kafka. So this is your second opportunity, Marvel. This is your second opportunity. Which, by the way, mate, if we already established her here, this makes it even better for the next movie if we have Hobgoblin. But that's if we're willing to do it, Marvel. If you see my trilogy videos, trust me. Whoa, what a tame Impala, a wild tame Impala appeared. I love the cinematic vibe we're entering. I'm experiencing. Bro, I was glazing this entire movie. I was like cheesing out. I was like, what? They're all adults now. I'm feeling the vibe. We're here. We're finally here. A wild and tame Impala appears. Alright. See, I listen to Impala, not just that freaking Dracula song y'all keep doing with Jenny in it. Oh, okay, so Ned is the one doing all the spider tracking stuff. Cool. Wait, so Ned, your suspects are Flash Thompson, who I haven't seen in this movie unless we missed him in the first 30 minutes, or the one dude. Why would you think that? How ridiculous and flimsy. I'm Anerd. Anerd from FNAF? FNAF mention. Yes, that's where that one comment. FNAF mention. Oh, look, it's Paul. Well, Paul, I don't even catch his name. I don't even know if it was Paul. So, does he exist? Bro, the scene where he's Spider-Man 2's swing himself out, but just in his costumes, with the freaking memories and the freaking the music and the vibe and the aura. I felt the aura. Okay, this is like, it was like, it was immaculate. Trust me, the vibe of this movie was immaculate. I'm tearing up. I'm not faking up. The tears are immaculate. I'm glazing. I'm tearing up from just glazing. Okay, eyes are watering out of glaze. Worth the glaze. This movie is worth the glaze. Oh, hello, May. I didn't expect to see you here. Are you gonna actually do the scene where after homecoming post-credit scene? Are we gonna confront that, or are we just gonna do something else with it? I love the goofy sequence, bro. When he got his organic web powers, then wait a minute. His organic web powers is still after this movie. He doesn't really fixes them. He's both. But there was also no man spider. So you don't have man spider, and so you brace your web. I guess it works for this movie. I will give this. It works for this movie. I guess you abandoned the web shooters. Okay. There's a lot of time things in this movie where I'm like, I can live with it. Okay, I'm not gonna complain like the average nerd. But I'm also gonna be like, hey, it works for this movie. Works great. So you got Evie. That is a thing. I kind of miss Karen now. Not the SpongeBob character, but not the Marvel character, but the other Marvel AI, man. I like how like chaotic they portray his insanity throughout the whole like. I was like, your levels are rising. Just the cutting everywhere, like the sounds and everything. You just, oh, you're tweaking out, bro. I love that. I love it. How intense it is. And then he fights Scorpion, which is great. You see Scorpion again. Nice. There were so many moments in this movie, or so many things about this movie where I'm like, wait, this actually works perfectly with my video plan. Like the freaking trilogy works perfectly. I'm so glad Gene DeWolf was more understanding. Which, did I miss a J. Jonah Jameson cameo or something? Oh, poor Bruce Banner. I feel bad for you. They have to, live your life trying to make things work and trying to teach things, but people just won't stop bothering you about Hulk. Like a certain fan base out there. Okay, Savage Hulk has been around since 1970 freaking 8. And guess what? We only had Professor Hulk for a few years, almost a decade, and not even 1 decade. And y'all are like, when? Look, I know we're gonna get Hulk back. I just, and also, again, this worked, oh my god. This, again, I'll explain later. There's so many moments where I'm like, oh, I didn't think they actually go the route that I wanted them to go. Because I thought they were gonna go the route that everybody wants them to go, but not the way I want to. Why can't you just make, with the Thanos thing, why can't you just make the glove to make more food? Buddy, Hulk smash. Yay, crowd please. That was funny. I like that a lot. I like that they play with that. Yeah, it was like, dangling the keys, huh? Also, funny thing. Again, stop me if you heard this one. Peter Parker meets a scientist. And there was going to be a point where he has to, calm him down from his big green form. You can't do Dr. Connors again for obvious reasons. So, there you go, another one. Perfect. Bro, Jean is like evil in this movie. Like, I get it. They're trying to do the like, oh, I'm emo because of some tragic thing. And so I'm gonna take on the rest of the world because, I'm Anakin Skywalker. Destroy them all, they say. Eren Yeager. It's like, I get it. But on the other hand, it's a bit much, okay? Like, I get it. It worked for the movie. And the end. But, it's like, why? I get why, but why? like people are not gonna let this go easily, Like, if anything, it just... But I also like, in a grander scale, it actually makes her more feared. Complicates the whole X-Men problem in the future. Good for the restraint. There was so much restraint where, like, I'm surprised there was no Xavier cameo. Which, okay, fair. Or reference. Which, okay, good. Also, how evil you have to be. Where it's like, Spider-Man, don't get in my way, so I'm just gonna get your girl. I'm like, brother. Like, your sister ain't gonna do this stuff. Like, she pranks. So how evil you are. You're evil when you have to taunt. When you have to taunt in the way that you're, like... It's like, hey, look, I'm emo. I'm just gonna make you feel how I feel. I have to inhabit the girl you love. Tom Daya. It's the scenes where Tom Daya were like, hey, these scenes are gonna make you cry. Again, because, like, I feel like those scenes are gonna be, the one in the rooftop at night when she was taunting him. And the other one later, when she read the letter. But we'll get to that later. I feel really bad for Peter. I really feel bad for the MCU, for Tom's Peter. Because he's like, bro, imagine you live a life, and for reasons everyone forgets who you are, and you meet them again, and it feels really awkward. Like, it just must be so weird, and it's so fascinating, and so tragic. So, when, like, he gets to express Zendaya to MJ, it's like, oh my god, like, I thought you forgot. It's like, Tom, when he has his alone, like, his vulnerable moments, was just killer, bro. It's killer, bro. I need to take you somewhere for safe. And what better safe person you can think of than freaking Frank Castillo? You're telling me Frank Castillo's the only place to go to? My man. Bro, but that's fair. That is fair. It's far off, and he'd like to be secluded. And oh my god. I'm so in love. Like, I didn't think we actually get this far in a movie, but the fact that we got MJ and Frank Castillo to interact more than I thought, and get along more than I thought, bro, I was geeking. Bro, I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, oh my god, this is like a match pairing. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I love it so much. I'm glazing. I'm worth the glaze. That alone is worth the glaze in the movie. Oh my god, I love it so much. Like, it's just so perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm glazing so hard. Like, bro, oh my god. Bro, if Frank met Ned, he would, like, kill him. Bro, oh my god. I'm about to wise watering for how perfect this pairing is. Like, it just works perfectly. And the fact that MJ, for a second, even got to notice his family, I was like, I think they get this far. Like, oh my god. Like, look, I actually surprised they didn't go further. At the same time, I was expecting Frank to be vulnerable and talk about his family, but you know what? I get it. Be restrained because he's done it enough in the past, so I get it. But still, the fact, it was enough. It was enough for us. It was good enough. It was perfect enough. Wow. I love it funny. Okay, as much as I love Peter and Frank's interactions, I'm surprised, unless I missed the first 30 minutes with it, which would be annoying. Unless if I missed. Did I miss a scene where he mentioned Daredevil? Like, if Frank just said Red, like you remind me of Red, you'd sound like just like Red. If he said that in the movie, I'm annoyed that I missed it. But I also would be kind of also as bummed that like he never even brought him up just once. Why isn't Daredevil in this movie? I thought he was going to be in this movie. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. This is why I said this movie is for me. Because if anything, my pitch is better. My pitch was like Daredevil's not going to show up in 4 and he'd be on 5. Because I thought Frank was just going to take over this movie. And I was right. It was just Frank and Hulk. But just Frank. And I'm like, it's perfect. It was better than I thought because, like, oh, sure, I would love for Daredevil to be in this movie. But the fact that he's not here and saved for later is even better. Because I want him to be in Spider-Man 5 because he's perfect. Because then they will fight Kingpin and Hobgoblin. I would say this trilogy of videos aged so much better now. Like, I thought, like, oh, maybe Daredevil does show up and he's just like, no, it aged 100% better. Oh, bro, and I love how Gene used, like, okay, okay, it doesn't work for you? I'm gonna use, freaking the Hulk. I was gonna be like, oh, okay, they're just gonna make him back to fully Savage Hulk for good. And sure, there's still rumblings about that later. It's also like, oh, they threw away the opportunity where Jean Grey... Oh, you know what's so funny? Because I was thinking in Secret Wars, maybe Jean Grey from the Foxverse, or maybe Wanda, would be like, pull an Onslaught saga. Jean is like, here, Bruce, you can go full Savage again. And then he just goes ballistic on Onslaught. And the fact that Jean, of all people, was the one to turn it back in this movie, we probably won't get that scene again in Secret Wars. It's perfect. It's even better now. Because I thought, like, ironically, the thing I want, it's in this movie, but in a different way. See, this movie is perfect for me. This movie was made for me. But bro, literally, this movie had Onslaught. This movie had Onslaught. I'm about to tear up again. How many times am I going to tear up about talking about this movie? Because I'm going to glaze it. Okay? You know what? You know what? Her evil is worth it. You know? When Frank just jumps in and just joins the chat and fights Peter and Hulk and Frank, the whole sequence when they all meet each other. Oh my god, I was geeking like a goofball. I was just like, I was cheesing in my head. I was like, got it. This is real. This is a real. I'm actually crying right now. Oh my god, this is real. This is a real thing. Look, I'm extra, but not fake. But wow, this is a real thing. This is a real movie. I'm actually on live action. Peter Parker, Frank Castillo, and Bruce Banner of War. They're all in the same scene together, and I think the spell that Doctor Strange did is kind of sexist. Because if you think about it, MJ can't remember anything, but she does have senses. But for some reason, Bruce Banner and Ned somehow got it. In a way, they kind of got it. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. I was kind of worried because I didn't want them to go though. Like, I know people have, oh, he remembers Peter because Hulk does, but Bruce Banner does not. And I'm like, that's dumb. I know in the comics it happened. I know. That's why they're using that excuse. But I find it so dumb. Because it's just, at least for the MCU logic, it's so dumb. Like, even in comic book logic, it doesn't make sense. But then again, it's comic books. Nothing makes sense. So whatever. But when Bruce's like, Bruce, please. And it's like, oh, the sun's getting low him? Wow. Yeah, she did that. And I really like it, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't make sense to me, but it works. I felt quite bad for the Hulk. And yes, guys, you did get your Savage Hulk for a minute, but I know you didn't get more, but relax, okay? Save it for Secret Wars, okay? A lot of people say, this is going to happen to Doomsday. No. Secret Wars. Now to the Tandea scene, where they're like, the other scene where they're like, you're going to cry in this scene. Now, I didn't really cry, but I really felt it. I really felt bad for them, where it's like, oh, wow. She actually read the letter. It's like, it's bold enough to the comic book nerd who's like, I don't want MJ and Ned to know at all in this movie. And oh no, they know. It's like, look, I think this movie was also trying to balance, you can't please everybody, but in a balanced way of half pleasing the nerds and half pleasing the people who joined these movies when they came out. Like kids who grew up watching Spider-Man for the first time, at least in live action, ain't Tobey Maguire. At the very least, Tom Holland is their Spider-Man, and so they followed the journey of Ned, Peter, and MJ for the whole movies. And it's like kind of satisfying them too. So I like how they balance both because again, I feel it. Again, Glaze. I'm glazing this movie. The scene where she's like, okay, you want to meet Ned? And they worked and then they all met each other. And then Ned and Peter and MJ were all laughing and talking. I felt it so. I felt it. Again, I'm about to tear up again. Oh my god, my eyes are watering a lot today. Like, it's just, this is so good. It's just so fun. Like, I felt it so hard. Like, I don't know if Yelena appeared earlier in the movie, but gosh, dang it. Yelena actually is in this movie. And casual, too. And not only that, she also met Ned and MJ. And I know people are like, oh, stop putting them in everything. I'm like, bro, you know what? I don't care anymore. Okay, I got everything I wanted enough here that it works for the next movie. Screw y'all. Okay, this is absolute spider cinema, bro. So you're telling me MJ in the last 24 hours has met Frank and Yelena? That's crazy. And I also, again, I love how everybody's so friendly to Spider-Man. I love that. Like, Gene DeWolf is understanding. Yelena, like, I love how everybody's nice to him. Like, I love it. Like, again, it kind of ruined the whole point of the last movie, where it was like the third movie was like, oh, we're gonna frame Spider-Man, but naturally over the years, it's like, oh yeah, he actually proven to be a hero. Screw you, Triple J. And then they go through the whole Jean Grey anime backstory, and then, you know, that's it within a few minutes. And I love, because, you know, her sister uses the colors, and then that's how she uses the colors, which is why when she becomes Marvel Girl, she has the yellow and green. Oh, it's so... It's chef's kiss. It is chef's kiss. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. With everything going on with Damage Control and Jean Grey, and obviously set up in the past movies with like Wonder Man and stuff, I do love how they're setting up the whole mutant problem. I really dig it, you know, like it's like frustrating because you're invested in it and it's frustrating to deal with, but that's how it's supposed to be, unfortunately. I'm so looking forward to when Jean meets her Scott, or this universe's MCU Scott and Xavier. I'm so ready for that, by the way. I do love scenes where they're just so aware of what they're doing. So like when Peter was getting ready to go in and all the guards were getting ready to fight, Peter's like, okay, hold up, you know, all right, you guys are ready? All right, let's just do this. And he gets this whole I love it. Glaze ain't worth the glaze. If I have donut glaze from glazing the glazed donut, if I have all the glaze, I could just throw it at the camera. I will. Is that what I said? And also, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna glaze a lot. The entire sequence with the Hand and Peter alone, nobody else, no Daredevil, no Elektra, I know, nobody else, just Peter and the Hand, comic accurate versions of them, costumes, and the whole action and the freaking, oh my god. If you want aura back, if you want action aura back, this is definitely going to be in one of those like YouTubers like Zephyr is definitely going to cover the entire scene of that. He's definitely going to do that. Shout out to him, by the way. But yeah, YouTubers like that are definitely going to cover that scene alone, because oh my gosh, that is worth every glaze. If this movie has to be glazed for anything universally, it should be that. It is pure spider action. Mwah, 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 mwah. It's glaze everywhere. Jean made Peter realize I have to embrace both the spider and the man, so he embraces his newfound powers. Which I'm a bit bummed that I get why it worked perfectly for the movie, why it didn't work, because it was a bit extra. But I also kind of wish Man Spider happened. Like I thought like Marvel would be brave enough. Like for a second I was like maybe they won't. Like I didn't think they would, but I was hoping they would be brave enough to do it. But thankfully they didn't. It's okay. We don't need enough craziness, because I know the expectations people have for this movie, like oh Daredevil or Man Spider, is going to be reduced a lot. But you know what? For the movie, it works perfectly. Okay, I'm going to see it before a lot of people do. So in a sense, where it's like I see the vision, and everybody's else going to be like, oh, there's no Daredevil. Oh, MJ, no, oh no, boo-hoo, suckers. They set up the whole like, oh, you can't get into my mind, Jean, but now you can, because you know you reached the Super Saiyan level. So guess what? And I like the transition where it's like, okay, oh, she just has mind powers, she controls people, but now she has telepathy. Now she has the other powers, and I'm like, oh, cool. That's what we're setting up. And oh my god, okay, the sequence going to Peter's mind and then using the same May scene to help Jean, and then after that, that's the icing on the cake. The perfect icing was Peter Parker and Jean Grey talking. That moment I teared up, because it's like I'm seeing a live action movie where these two characters are in a room together, and Peter Parker, like his good self taught by May, helping her, showing her a better way. Every tear that came out of me, all my eyes were watering, because I'm such a nerd. And I'm like, this is a real thing that's happening in front of my eyes. And sometimes we have to be grateful that no matter how the execution is, no matter how we feel, we're grateful that this is a thing. Okay, we have to be grateful that this is a thing. Like we live in a world, in a timeline, despite how we feel about it. We're in a live action Spider-Man comic book accurate suit, and Peter Parker and Jean Grey is talking to each other, or talking to each other. It's so beautiful. Like I was like, I was geeking out so hard, I teared up, bro. That movement, I definitely teared up in the theater. I was like, oh my gosh. And also because Frank was just getting ready to shoot her, and you know, he didn't, no, and then he takes the hit, and then thankfully, I'm glad that Frank didn't get his guilt was already enough, so we don't need to do a whole thing where it's like, oh, Frank sucks or something. We don't need to do that. Thankfully, they didn't. And bro, not only we got Peter and Jean Grey being vulnerable together, but the fact when Frank realized what he did and his face said everything, I was, oh my god, like again, I'm watering, my eyes are watering and just thinking about it. Like, after everything this man has went through, it's like, bro. And then every interaction he did with Peter after. I'm getting hungry right now. I'm sorry, my stomach's rumbling. Oh my god, and when they were talking to each other, and in the way he praised him for how he is as a person despite everything, real bravery. Oh, and they were laughing together. I'm sorry, I'm about to. Oh my god, I'm actually crying in video. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. I'm crying. Oh my god, just think about it. Oh my god, I'm literally crying. This is what you've done to me. And then Frank did the whole silly thing. I know it's such an MCU thing, but after everything Frank went through, he deserved that, man. Like, he just needed the goofy moment. I know people are gonna hate it because, you know, they're stubborn, but it was perfect. And all the people cheering for him and counting him stuff. They love me moment, and it was like they did that, and they chanted his name. Like, they actually chanted his name in a scene in this movie, and I was happy. Like, this is everything. Oh my god, I'm wondering. Oh my god, bro. Like, Peter's like on his way, and here's the different Lincoln scene people are gonna talk about, where he's on his way, and then Gene DeWolf was very comforting him. It's like, no, you need to rest. And he's like, oh, there's a bank robbery nearby. I can just stop by. And they're like, no, you need to rest. Okay, it's just a bank robbery. We'll deal with it. And I understand why people are gonna be like, well, he's Spider-Man. He should have done that. I get it, and I won't hate it if he won anyway. But then at the same time, I actually have no problem, because it's like the city's helping him back for everything. You know, if anything, it gives the city more character. When he met Ned again, and then they met each other with the freaking thing, muscle memory, I know people are gonna think, oh, Ned remembers Peter. No, but I also like to think that he could also be like, oh, he realizes who he is. It's not that he remembers. It's like he realizes, you know? Like, he's like, oh, I'm starting to slowly get everything now. And the next movie, they're all gonna act like nothing happened. Well, obviously, no, it's gonna be different, but like, the same trio's gonna be together. And you know what? I'm happy for that. That's good. I'm excited for that. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. I'm completely fine with what they did with the trio in this movie. It worked perfectly, and it worked for their story. And then the credits was so grounded, but so born again. I love it. It was so Daredevil born again. Which I know people are gonna be mad. Daredevil's not in this movie. Oh no! It's like, if anything, it makes my pitch videos for Daredevil being Spider-Man 5 works even better, because because if Kingpin's not in this movie, why would Daredevil be here? What better way for Spider-Man and Daredevil team up if it's the only time if they only get to do it once? They have to go up against Kingpin. They have to go up against Fisk one more time. If Fisk shows up for one final battle, it has to be with Spider-Man. And you know what? Funny enough, for the post-credit scenes, I was actually surprised there was none. I thought there were going to actually be two. Like, one's going to be like maybe teasing Fisk or Xavier, and the other one probably definitely be a Doomsday scene, or like a scene, because I knew Spider-Man's going to be a main character in Secret Wars, but barely going to show up in Doomsday. So, but they did something even better. The Spider Tracker. It's so cartoony, but I love it. And then it pans, he's not nowhere near here, and it pans to outside of the Earth, up to past into space. It's so, that alone got me geeking out. That alone got me like, oh my god. I got me geeking out. I was like, oh my god. They're doing Battle World. I know they're gonna do it, but oh my god, he is the main character in Secret Wars. I know it's like, oh, Doomsday. No. Secret Wars. Okay, a lot of people are thinking Doomsday. I get it, but you should think more of Secret Wars, okay? The Onslaught scene can definitely happen in Secret Wars. Okay, Peter Parker is the main character of Secret Wars. That's why he said Spider-Man will not return Doomsday. It's a Spider-Man will return. That's it. He's the Secret Wars main character. Okay? And I love that. That's perfect. I love the post-credit scene. Like, I know people are going to cheese it because it's not an actual scene, but you know what? I love it. It delivered perfect enough what we needed. Yeah, that was it. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spider-Man 4. Unfortunately, I missed half an hour of the movie, but hey. I still got my feelings out, especially talking to you makes it... Because I'm a nerd. They age so much better now that Brand New Day happened, the way it did. Spider-Man 5 Judgment Day. Wait a minute, which is even better, because now Zendaya, or MJ, is still with her boyfriend. And Peter's single. Meaning that Felicia could show up. Perfect. Again, even better opportunity for Felicia. So, Spider-Man 5, Daredevil, Kingpin, Felicia, Hobgoblin. Jean DeWolf is definitely coming back, and Jean DeWolf could probably die in that movie. And in the symbiote, he probably punched her to near death or accidental death, and it would traumatize him enough to not be Spider-Man, except for one battle with Daredevil, and then they fight him in the red and blue costume, but then after that, they have the conversation, and like in the freaking Daredevil comic, but it's reversed, so like... Well, they're definitely doing that scene in the movie, but hey. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, this movie is everything I ever wanted. After the first trailer, I stopped watching everything. The internet's gonna spoil the first 30 minutes. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want the internet to spoil because I want to see what I missed. They did everything in a way that I didn't expect them to do, but in the way I wanted them to. You know? But I didn't think it was actually possible, you know? Have a fantastic day, guys, and I will say it again. I'm hungry now. I gotta go get a snack. A brand new snack. Get it? Brand new fade. Brand new shake. All right, I'm shut up.